for this crowd. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. After the penalty, it's Crowell. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. And the offensive starters here for the Raiders.
And there's offensive tackle Trent Brown, signed away from New England in the offseason on a 4-year, $66 million deal to protect his new quarterback in Oakland, Derek Carr. No stranger to the Bay Area. First 3 years in the league, where with San Francisco as a 49er, he can play left or right tackle.
Carr now to throw. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And that makes the score 7-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. This will be fielded at the 6. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Packers take the field. Aaron Rodgers at the helm. 2019 marking his 12th season as the Packers starter. 15th season overall. Last year for Rodgers, 25 touchdown passes, just 2 interceptions. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10. And now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Come on now, let's go.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And they do get him down, but not before. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
We always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 19 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. It's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense led by Antonio Brown heading back out. And he is closing in on the 100-yard mark for the day.
And it appears that he loved the fact that they're going to play this game earlier. You know, daytime, he's out there running around, feeling good about himself. Whatever his prep was coming in, he was able to get out there quick and fire away.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now for Doug Martin. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Corral. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. Either a bingo, jackpot, down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. We'll take a look at the starters here defensively for the Packers. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now Carr. Catch made. It's Moreau. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Richard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This one fielded at the 5.
to return to midfield. I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Daryl Worley there to knock that one free. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
Wide receiver Devontae Adams has become a fantasy player's dream. The last 3 years, he's been in the top 10 in touchdowns each and every year, and what a 2018. His first season over 1,000 yards, 13 touchdowns scored, and the second most catches in Green Bay Packers history in a season with 111.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. A look there at how the Raiders will start defensively. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He wants it all for the end zone. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid, just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree. Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have retaken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The end result, 21 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ryan Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but, hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it was almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, able to make the play defensively. Now Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you're talking about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Carr now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Now Martin running right. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Past the 20. And all the way down to the 5. That's a big-time run there by Martin. And even 50 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Doug Martin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Oh, yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And down Raider sack. Clelin Ferrell in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. On 2nd down and 4, Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, Find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Carr. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play. But the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Richard. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. They go play action here on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Carr now on 3rd and